I'm Ruth Langsford.
And I'm Emin Holmes.
You didn't forget that.
I always thought we were doing all right, and we've been lucky enough to see our fair share of the glamorous life.
But nothing prepared us for this.
The £1 million watch.
I can't imagine spending 20 million on any house.
It's amazing.
In this series, we're getting up close and personal with the new global superclass.
This plane is 60 million US dollars.
I'll take one, thank you. We're not talking about the plain old wealthy. We're talking about the new mega rich.
If you have 5 billion and you make 500 million, how do you spend that money?
We discover what life's really like
Oh my goodness me.
when money is no object.
Do you ever find this existence surreal, unbelievable almost?
We rub shoulders in high society.
And party with the jet set.
I don't even mind being seasick. As we uncover
How the other half lives.
what are you up to over here, Mr.
Do you know what,
Holmes?
Ruthie? London is absolutely awash with money. We're talking saturated here. It's incredible.
Millionaires everywhere.
No. Billionaires.
And it's a fact. London now has more billionaires than any other city in the world. In the last decade alone, more than 100,000 of the world's wealthiest people have moved here.
The thing is, everything I read, it's foreign money. So it's Russian oligarchs, it's Nigerians, it's Chinese.
Chinese, yes.
But you
they're
go,
all
why
there.
are they coming?
Yeah.
Why are they bringing all their money here? Where do they hang out? You don't see them very often.
How do they earn it? What do
Yeah.
they do with it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I think? We should find out.
So tonight, we're delving into the lifestyle of those international high rollers. I discover how Africa's richest women spend their money.
Champagne. People drink a lot.
And I'm whisked jet set style to a billionaire's home in Russia.
How would you clean this? You would need an army of staff.
But first, where do we find these elusive foreign billionaires? The answer is to follow the money.
The rich may go to Bond Street, but the super rich, well, they like to go somewhere far more, how should I say, expensive.
Masterpiece in upmarket Chelsea attracts throngs of the world's wealthiest, from sheikhs and princes to oligarchs and tycoons. We'd never even heard of it, so we had to sneak in to have a look at how they splash their cash. Incidentally, we just borrowed the car so that we'd look the part.
Could you park it, my man?
You can get everything here. Arts, furniture, design, jewellery, all under one roof. Bit like IKEA for the super rich, really.
Ta-da!
It's 90,000 including VAT.
Right, that's
Including
that's
VAT,
including
that's
VAT.
good.
Right.
Last year it had over £100 million in sales.
How much is this one?
82.
82,000. To discount for me.
It's part of a luxury goods market that's grown at a phenomenal rate. That is £30,000.
The UK's art market alone is worth a breathtaking £7 billion. That's almost a quarter of all global sales. So a big chunk of that $7 billion has to come from overseas.
Those are the facts, but it's still staggering. Wow. Seeing up close just how much money some people have. Apparently you don't even bother offering anything less than about 10 million.
It's hard to take these prices seriously.
Nice chair for watching telly. £72,000. Where's the value in this at 1.85 million?
Well, 6,000 hours of work went into creating this piano.
And is it unique? So this one's
It
this
is.
one?
This is
and
a
then-
one of a kind.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I remember that's it. One thing's for sure, our concept of money and what it means to be rich today has changed dramatically. What do you think?
So, Francois, how much would they be?
This is something we could discuss when the camera is off.
Do you not discuss the price?
Okay, stop me when I get close. £100?
No.
£1,000?
No.
Million. North of a million.
North of a million.
Higher than $1 million?
More than 2 million.
Can you turn that off, please?
Oh. So there are things here that are so expensive they won't even tell you the price. If the international super rich are buying all this stuff, just who are they?
Emin Agalarov is the heir to a property empire worth more than £2.5 billion. His father is the Donald Trump of Russia and owns great chunks of Moscow. But Emin isn't content with being a trust fund playboy. He plays a key role in his father's business.
Good morning.
Very good
Welcome.
to see you. Very good to see you.
Please come in.
He's invited us to meet him at London's exclusive Bulgari Hotel, where a suite can cost more than £10,000 a night.
Humble abode.
Oh, very humble.
It's where he calls home when he's in town.
And what have you got here? What's included in the suite?
Everything you can imagine, starting from a full bar, a library, a steam room. Come, guys, I'll show you.
Now, this is what I call a wardrobe.
So it's a big wardrobe, but it's completely empty because I try to carry as little as I can.
All you take?
That's all I take. So this is the bar. The nuts are included in the £10,000 room rate.
You see, however nice this is, if I was you, why wouldn't I just buy my own place in London?
I think buying real estate where you don't live permanently is quite a waste of money because you have to service it, fix it, repair it.
But
pay
you've
taxes.
got money to waste.
you
You've
could do
so
that.
much
But I
money
have-
to waste.
It's not about being careful or greedy. It's about being smart, I guess, about how you spend.
So many Russians, Eastern Europeans, especially wealthy ones, seem to congregate in London. They love London. What is it about this place? Why not Paris or New York or Madrid?
First of all, English is the common language, and the tax issues, the comfort. A lot of Russians fled here that have problems with the Russian government, and it just became, I think, the place where people want to reside. Although I think London is, on one hand, is overrated because it's very expensive, and I think that's because the richest people gathered in London.
Not content with helping run his father's business, Emin has a dream: to be a global pop star. He's had a #1 hit back home in Russia and has some very influential fans.
You're a winner, you're a champ, you're great at real estate, and boy, can you entertain.
Happy birthday, Emin.
Happy birthday, Emin.
Now he's come to London to chase international success. But some have suggested he's using his financial clout to achieve it.
If the buying public don't see you as having your own journey, as, in rock and roll.
Your
a
own
lot of
story.
people- Your
Started from
story,
nothing.
Yeah.
your adversity.
Yeah.
That maybe for you, it's been too easy.
To sell out a show for 5 or 10,000 people, of people that actually want to be there, is you cannot buy that. It's not, your father cannot organize that for you.
Yeah.
So if it happens for me, that means I've earned it.
Coming up, I seek out the latest super rich, the Nigerians, and see how they spend their millions. How much are they?
These ones come in at 475,500.
And I'm off to Moscow to snoop around Emin's multi-million-pound mansion.
You could get 15 people into that bed.
But even a billionaire can be lonely.
You have the wife and you have the children. I had this vision in my head. Now it's just me.
Tonight on Channel 5.
Can't thank the donor and the family enough.
I'm praying to get on that list.
If I was to die tomorrow, I would give my heart. Gift of Life continues tonight at 10 on Channel 5. Watch the previous episode now on Demand 5.
Mr. Max Factor said glamour you created. From the makeup artist to the ultimate icon. New Velvet Volume Mascara. Create a captivating eye look with touchably soft lashes. Available exclusively at Boots. Max Factor, the makeup of makeup artists.
I observe things and remember them very accurately. I think that even the way in which a man shaves in the morning is well worth recording.
I have been working in oral health care for the last 12 years. There is a perception amongst dentists that whitening toothpastes are not good for people with sensitive teeth. Some are quite abrasive. What we've developed in Sensodyne True White is a product that's 10 times less abrasive than many of the whitening toothpastes that are out there, and is specially designed for sensitivity sufferers. It's different. There's nobody else out there that I'm aware of that has developed whitening for people with sensitivity in this way.
Our first day cream for hair is born. New Elvive Extraordinary Oil in Cream. Infused with 6 luxurious flower oils, experience the beauty of an oil in the lightness of a cream. Use as a beauty primer before blow drying or as a finishing touch of luxurious care. And indulge yourself in the complete Extraordinary Oil ritual. For hair that feels nourished to the ends, softer, weightless, breathtakingly shiny. Elvive Extraordinary Oil by L'Oréal Paris. We're worth it.
Try McCoy's first, so they're Lidl's own. What if I told you I've switched them?
Seriously? Can't go wrong, can you, with that?
Save over 50% when you shop a little smarter.
They know who they are. The friends who convince us to try this, do that, and talk to him. Are witnesses to the things no one else believes. Sharing secrets and blame. We've unfriended them and unfollowed them, only to find our ties cannot be broken as easily as we think. Because they remind us what it is to be alive, just by being our friends.
Blow me a kiss from across the room. Say I look nice when I'm not.
When you need to see a specialist, AXA PPP Healthcare can find you a choice fast.
Past my chair, little things mean a lot. Now and forever that
So you can get on with your life.
never, little things mean a lot.
Herbal Essences invites you into the mystical jungle. Shroud your senses in a delicate veil of coconut kisses. Dive into a bottomless lagoon of moisture, the essence of follicular vitality. Take your hair to paradise.
Go buy our shampoo.
I'm Gabby.
And I'm Matt.
And every Saturday we're going to be looking at what's getting the nation's ears burning.
We've got the best of the small screen, the big screen,
Celebrity guests,
debate, stories, and we're live.
so anything can happen.
The Saturday Show starts Saturday morning at 9:30 on Channel 5.
Emin and I are getting up close and personal with the capital's international super rich. I'm staying here in London to find some more big spenders. And Emin has managed to make a very rich new friend.
I'm on my way to Moscow with Emin Agalarov. He's the son of one of the richest men in Russia, and we're taking his father's private jet. I want to get under his skin to find out if being a billionaire's son is all it's cracked up to be.
Lovely, lovely.
Ridiculous weather.
Good, welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard.
The jet we're on, by the way, is worth £30 million. When you're the boss's son, you sit in the front, your entourage sits in the back.
This is the way. I mean, if we were travelling on a commercial airline, there's all that problem of checking in, queuing up, going through security. It absolutely amazed me how quickly we literally drove on this stormy night to the foot of the plane and just got on.
That's the beauty of private jets.
Yeah.
But you know, this is owned by the company, which is owned by my father.
Yeah.
And you know, I always say it, It's like when you're 35, borrowing your father's car.
My father's car was an Austin Maxi, and unless you stopped at Little Chef, you didn't get a posh dinner served en route.
Do you ever find this existence surreal, unbelievable almost? Do you ever have to nip yourself?
You know, I don't necessarily need to pinch myself, but it's something to always be aware that this is a life that was given to me by my parents. And it doesn't matter you come from a wealthy family or not from a wealthy family. The value of money is important in every sense, in every day's decision making. Because if you're unaware of it, your decisions are not properly guided.
While Emin's a mile high on his way to Moscow, I've been in the capital investigating the foreign money that's pouring into London. According to recent reports, it's not just the Russians who are spending big. The Chinese spent £500 million here last year, while the Arab nations spent a cool $888 million. But there's a new uber-rich clan in town. Emin may think he's mingling with all the billionaires over there in Moscow, but actually he's wrong, because in London now, the Russians have been overtaken by Nigerians. They're flashing all the cash. According to Tatler, every third pound spent in Harrods is now spent by Nigerians. So you have your little Emin and Eamon bromance over there in Moscow. I'm meeting London's newest super-rich. Elizabeth Ison is the top wedding planner for Nigeria's wealthiest. She's in the UK with African media mogul Betty Irabor. I want to find out why London has become the wedding destination of choice for Nigeria's millionaire brides. What about the most expensive, most extravagant wedding that you've been involved with? What kind of, are we talking millions? I want figures. I need numbers. Come on.
Could go up to £501 million.
Yeah.
You know,
so millions not unusual for very wealthy families to be spending on. No.
One of the weddings I planned, we spent about £50,000 on flowers.
Just on flowers?
Just on flowers. It's a competition, but people want something like, oh wow, she came down from a plane. Oh wow, she came down from a train or something, you know.
So it's always looking for the next spectacular.
Yeah, spectacular weddings. Yeah, you know. The bride wants to look good. She wants to wear the best of everything, you know, because more like a competition. And you know, the elder women want to make a statement that, oh yes, I want this diamond. You know, it's better.
My diamond is bigger than yours.
You know, I remember one of my bride's mothers said to me that my diamond is better than her diamond. Why would she wear that kind of cheap diamond, you know, to her daughter's wedding? So I'm like, okay.
And these like huge diamonds anyway.
Yeah.
And do they have any favourite venues in London?
Oh yes, the Dorchester is quite popular for weddings, parties. Landmark Hotel, Claridge's, and now the Kensington Palace is, you know, one of Nigerians' favourite now.
Whilst Ruth gossips with the girls in London, I'm 1,500 miles away with Emin in Moscow's Red Square, and he's keen to show me how different his life is here. He owns mansions in Azerbaijan and New Jersey, but an hour west of Moscow is Emin's pad on the Agalarov estate. What an eye-opener.
So this is my house. It's quite ridiculous. Now the only person living in this house is my housekeeper.
Do you ever stay in it?
She loves it. Rarely. I only stay here when my kids come. They stay with me. But other than that, it's too big to be alone. You get lonely.
Emin's house is unbelievable.
Well, it's not a house, it's a hotel, isn't it? It's a palace.
And my piano.
It's the stuff of dreams. It has a reception room the size of a tennis court. And there are 7 enormous bedrooms like this one.
I've slept in this bedroom maybe 15 times.
15 times? You could get 15 people into that bed.
It's puzzling that the super-rich like Emin have places this size and rarely even use them.
It's massive. It's a shop. It's not a walk-in closet. It's a shop. You walk in and you walk out. It's the size of a shop. A shopping mall. I'm lost.
I'm here.
And with all the toys you would expect for a multi-billionaire. Clearly, there's been no expense spared in building this palace of a house. My brother's a carpet fitter. My father was a carpet fitter. I know what good carpet is under your feet. That's good carpet. The pool is massive, 450 square meters. Do you need this? I mean, if this was taken away from you...
Not only I don't need it, I'm actually not using it. It just sits here.
How would you clean this? You would need an army of staff.
Actually, when nobody lives here, it's quite easy. You just have to dust it.
Yeah. Oh, it's a lovely kitchen you have here.
It's not the actual kitchen.
No?
Follow me.
What? This is the kitchen. How do you actually reach that fruit? Do you get
You get like a stick.
A stick.
Like a fishing
like a selfie
thing.
stick or a fishing stick to sort of try and get that in the middle.
I told you, it's ridiculous. I'm ashamed of it.
Have you ever used the cooker?
No. I don't even know where it is. I've never used this kitchen either.
When I come into this house, I just really wonder, does he really understand the scale? I have never, ever seen anything like this. And I just wonder, does he really know how rich he is and how privileged he is?
Back in London, I'm getting to the bottom of just how much Nigerian brides will spend on their big day.
And what would they spend the most money on at a wedding?
Champagne.
Champagne?
Yes.
Oh.
You find out that you have 2,000 to 3,000 guests at your traditional wedding, and 80%.
3,000 guests?
Yeah, yeah. It's one bottle for one person.
Yes. Quite right,
yes.
So you don't do what we do and say, start with champagne, then give them Prosecco when they've had a few glasses. No.
3,000 guests, one bottle each. That could be £150,000 on booze alone. But it's not just the wedding itself that costs a bomb, it's the guests' goodie bags too.
I'm imagining now I'm a guest at a very important wedding and I've just found this under my chair. Oh, that's huge.
If you're lucky enough, you may find perfume at £345.
Very nice.
Cashmere scarves around 350 quid. Even a £5,000 watch.
A watch, thank you very much.
Blimey, we're almost at £6,000 and we haven't even got to the most important part, the dress.
Meanwhile, in Moscow... Do you realise how big this isn't just big. TV won't do this justice. Unless your screen is 72 inches, it's amazing. It's been incredible walking around this house. But why build a place like this and live in it alone?
I had an idea. I thought I'm going to have a lot of children.
Well, how many children? An orphanage?
I wanted to have like 8, maybe 7.
Well,
so
80?
I thought, like, if I could afford it.
Yeah. But you could, if you had children, you would only lose them in this house. In 2006, Emin married the daughter of the president of Azerbaijan, and they had 2 sons. He built this house to be a family home, but in 2015, they divorced.
I thought it's like a base, you know, your friends come here, you record here, you build a studio, you have a gym, you have a pool, and you have the children, and you have the wife, and I had this vision in my head. Now it's just me, so of course it's out of perspective.
Emin's wife now lives with their children in London. And through the Playboy bravado, perhaps there's a hint of regret that his dreams of family life never materialised. You have everything and yet nobody is using this. Is it sadness to you? Is there an emptiness?
Not at all.
That people are not here enjoying this?
No. I built it, it's well preserved, and it's an investment. Think of it. If I ever need the money, I'll just sell it.
How much would this be worth?
I don't know.
More. $5 million, $10 million?
Probably 20, 25.
$25 million?
But it's not for sale yet.
Don't look at me, I couldn't afford it.
Nigeria's millionaire brides are dealing in some very large sums of money too, especially when it comes to their choice of wedding dress. Only the best will do. With celebrity designers like Ellie Saab, Tom Ford and Vera Wang topping the list. Buying a dress here isn't cheap, but that doesn't put off millionaire celebrities like Mariah Carey, Kim Kardashian and Ivanka Trump, who all chose a Vera Wang gown. One bespoke wedding dress reportedly sold for almost £1 million.
Oh, wow.
Gorgeous. This dress is called Paige. The sleeves are designed to cover your fingers. in this sort of rather medieval influence and feel to the dress, and this simple lace base to the dress, which has all been over-embroidered with the crystals and the pearls and these little loops, these little flower loops that have been made as well. And these are all stitched one by one. We have quite a seamless operation. It's very personal, very one-to-one, and that's what makes it special.
So what kind of price would this
Is this one? Depending on what you want done with it and to it and how bespoke you want it made, you can go up to £100,000.
Wow. And super-rich Nigerian brides-to-be don't stop at the dress. Eye-catching jewels finish the look. And if, like Elizabeth, you have access to huge budgets, the suppliers come to you.
How much are they?
These ones come in at 475,500. What do you think?
Yes, I'll take these. Thank you very much. That's lovely. It's very kind of you.
These prices are staggering. I suppose it's good for the economy that all this foreign cash is coming here. But I'm still struggling with this level of indulgence.
Coming up, I experienced the downside of being a foreign billionaire.
My father would probably pay any ransom to get back his child, any father.
And we track down where they buy their wheels.
$20 million.
That is incredible.
Channel 5 would like to give you the chance to sample how the other half live with a trip for two to 5-star Clifton House. Staying for 3 nights in a deluxe double room, you'll have time to explore acres of National Trust parkland and experience a treatment in the in-house spa. You'll also enjoy messing about on the River Thames with 2 hours private hire of the Belmont, a restored vintage clipper launch with an afternoon tea picnic on board. So, to be in with a chance of winning this grand prize, text LUXURY to 65515 or call 0904 1612 555. Or post your name and phone number to Luxury, PO Box 7557, Derby, DE1 0NP. Text cost £1.50 plus 1 message at your standard network rate. Lines close at midday on the date shown on screen and 3 days later for postal entries. For rules and winners, go to channel5.com/win.
Calls cost £1.50 plus your network access charge.
Next week on Channel 5. An unmissable week of drama, The Neighbours Inferno, all next week on Channel 5.
Things just got so much better with the Health Lottery. You're 21 times more likely to win the Health Lottery jackpot than lottos. And it's half the price at just £1. So far, over £100 million has been won in prizes. And now you can play 5 days a week. Buy your £1 Health Lottery ticket today. The Health Lottery, it's never been so good.
The new NatWest Reward current account gives you 3% back in rewards on your household bills. It's as simple as that.
Dow Egberts. It's no ordinary jar. No ordinary jar. No ordinary coffee. Dow Egberts since 1753.
Go on, treat yourself. Try a delicious twist on instant coffee. Savour smooth caramel, one of 4 sumptuous flavours, and only 2 calories a cup.
More and more women admire their beautiful nails, thanks to the new Scholl Velvet Smooth Nail Care System, specially designed for filing, buffing and polishing your toes and fingernails. The easy way to natural-looking, shiny wow nails. New Scholl Velvet Smooth Nail Care System. And for daily nourishment, use the enriched nail oil from Scholl.
EDF Energy, helping to power UK homes with low-carbon nuclear electricity.
At Morrison's this Halloween, get these big packs of beer and cider for £10 each. Shockingly good value. Scream down to Morrison's.
From their very first days, your baby starts to write their future. And breast milk provides them with the best start in life. If you choose to move on, Aptamil with Pro Nutra Plus follow-on milk is our most advanced formula yet. It contains our highest levels of omega-3, and it includes iron to support normal cognitive development, helping you lay the foundations for your baby's future. Aptamil follow-on milk. Their future starts today.
You are a slop bucket. You are red pus, sludge, no good, scurvy louse.
Are you gaming online?
I shall find my place in this modern world.
What does it take?
Star Wars. What did they use?
They had a robot.
100% character.
To George Washington.
Sleepy Hollow, only on Universal Channel. 100% characters.
This week in the Dreams Up to Half Price Autumn Sale, there's extra savings on selected mattresses. But hurry, must end Monday. Dreams.
Tonight on Channel 5.
Can't thank the donor and the family enough.
I'm praying to get on that list.
It's just too discovery.
If I was to die tomorrow, I would give my heart.
Gift of Life continues tonight at 10 on Channel 5. Watch the previous episode now on Demand 5. Emin and I are on the trail of the global super rich.
I'm in Moscow, at home with billionaire, business tycoon and pop star Emin Agalarov. I've poked around his Moscow mansion, which is worth around £25 million. A price tag well out of the league of all but the ultra-rich. But unbelievably, it's just one of 150 other similar properties that Emin and his father's company have built here. Designed in the style of an American country club, it's called the Agalarov Estate.
It's a beautiful resort, 350 hectares, of which 70 hectares is this lake that was made artificially, and 75 hectares is a golf course. So half of it is basically a retreat, and the other half is property for sale. So you have a few restaurants, sporting club, so it's a community.
The Agalarov Estate alone is worth over $1 billion.
And who wants to be in that community? Who lives here? Are these holidaymakers that come here? Are these people who buy into the Agalarov Estate?
Initially what happened, in Russia, the first wealthy people would build a huge house surrounded with, big walls, have a lot of security and live, on their own within the premises they've built. So we decided to offer them the next level where you share the property. There's no fences between the houses, and you can actually, walk around without security here because the premises is secured. So this is the philosophy behind it. So our customers are the richest, wealthiest people in the country.
Just 25 years ago, Russia was still a communist country. Today, it has its own superclass. Over 100 billionaires, and many are choosing to live right here. We're now heading to another Agalarov development, which is known as Crocus City, home to 3 incredibly upmarket shopping malls, and in keeping with the Agalarov obsession with all things American. The complex even includes a mini Times Square.
Different, I'll give you that. Lovely, but why?
I come here with my kids and I want to impress them at first, for them to go, wow. And, my dad to come in and say, wow. And you to come in and say, wow.
When it's finished, Crocus City will be the largest slice of property in the hands of any single individual anywhere in the world. But building this massive complex was a huge gamble.
You can do this because you guys are often or originally self-funding. You've got your own money, you've got big reserves of wealth, right?
No.
Or you can build this place, you can take a lot of the cost and the risk away.
Not exactly. You finance it. For example, when this project was built, 35% of the money we put up ourselves.
Yes.
The rest was a loan.
But
so we built it, we finished expecting to start collecting rent. We couldn't. So to save the project, we took a bigger loan to open the stores. Opened the stores, attracted tenants, eventually sold these stores to the current tenants.
How big a risk was that?
Well, if this would have failed, we would have gone bankrupt.
But it didn't. It's only added to his father's portfolio, estimated to be worth more than £2.5 billion. But there's a particular drawback to being super rich in Russia.
Сбегай в ту сторону, посмотри в строящийся концертный зал, как нам лучше пройти.
I have noticed, out of the side of my eye, am I imagining that you are being shadowed?
Yes, these are the guys that help me out. They've been with me for 15 years.
So, that's security?
Yes.
Emin told me that the cost of his family's personal security runs into many hundreds of thousands of pounds a year. But for him, it's money well spent, because there's a growing criminal industry preying on the new super rich. Child kidnapping in Russia is growing every year, and the main target of the gangs is the wealthy.
Now, the son of one of Russia's richest people has reportedly been released after it was claimed he'd been kidnapped for ransom.
And the richer you are, the bigger the price tag on your head.
Where is the threat from for people like yourself?
Well, it's
Where
quite
does it
simple.
come from?
The only threat is kidnapping, which...
And who's that from?
Anyone. I mean, it's anyone who would know that, a father would probably pay any ransom to get back his child. Any father.
Yeah.
And a father that has access to large amount of money is probably, his children are a better target, I guess, for these people. It's something that you probably need to do to keep yourself on the safe side, and to keep your parents calm, and you and my kids.
And to keep
also.
you calm. Are you worried about it?
I'm not worried. No. Nothing can take me down.
I think I'm getting to know Emin, and I can't help but feel he's putting on a bit of a front. Gang crime and kidnappings are an ongoing problem here. The threat is very real. So the Moscow super rich live out their dreams, surrounded by a security team to rival the SAS. And for Emin, there's still one dream that his billions can't buy, his quest to be a global pop star. He's invited me to his next solo gig at a yacht club, leisure centre and concert venue, all owned by him. It's been fascinating living the life of the super rich in Russia. They certainly know how to party. So, at least for tonight, I'm going to let my hair down. And what Ruth doesn't know won't bother her, I think.
Excuse me, forgive me. Hello? Yes, darling, yes. Yes, it's me, yeah. Oh, you would hate it. And the people here, they're all so plain. I'll be going to bed any minute now, yeah? Love you, bye. That's my daughter.
I better make the most of this while it lasts, because tomorrow I'm returning to London to report back face to face.
You'll be sorry you went to Russia without me, because you missed wedding dress shopping, and I know how much you love that.
I could have spent an afternoon watching that parade.
You could have had an afternoon with me. So come on then, how was Russia without me, your little boys' trip?
It was impressive, let's put it that way.
So how rich are we talking, that lifestyle?
Off the Richter scale, just like you wouldn't imagine. But as for Emin's house, this place was surreal. This was a house on steroids. And with every big house comes a big garage. And we're talking super big, with super cars to fill it.
So with that in mind, we're back on the trail of the foreign super rich and where they like to go shopping if they're looking for a top-notch classic set of wheels. Ex-racing driver Joe Macari's London showroom has over 20 million quid's worth of them. Now that's the kind of place the billionaires head to.
Wow. Look at this. This is enormous. Now, if you came home with that, I would divorce you.
I came home with that, darling. I couldn't get out of it.
That's true.
Rumour has it Joe sold over £20 million worth of cars to foreign buyers last year. We're here to see if he can convince us that they're worth it.
This Maserati here is called an MC12.
If I am writing you the cheque for this today, what's the price on that?
£1.5 million.
And for cash?
£1.5 million. It's a bargain.
OK, time to try some of them out. Starting with a late 60s Ferrari Daytona.
So I think...
You do know I probably won't be able to get back out again.
That would be fine. I'll get the chequebook from Emin.
OK, I'm in. How much would it have been new?
It'd been under £10,000.
And how much if I wanted to buy this from you today?
It'd be around £700,000.
Buying the car's one thing, affording the insurance might be another. Darling, if I had the money, that's the one I would buy you.
Would you? How would you get in that, though?
Gull-wing doors.
That's it, and then straight in.
See,
Marilyn Monroe didn't do it like that, did she?
It's graceful on the outside,
And then
darling.
once you're in position, you just
flick
lift
that back.
your steering wheel back up, and it locks in, and you're away.
Blimey.
I didn't mean it to bang it that hard.
How much is he leaning on there?
About £750,000.
Get off.
Another great investment,
Get off.
Another great investment.
Very much.
What's that? When you consider the average spend on a new car in Britain now is around £14,000, these prices are staggering. And apparently we're yet to see the really pricey stuff.
These are behind ropes, so these must be pretty special.
Yeah, these are sisters. That's a 1961 250 California Spider.
Now that I get, you see.
Mm-hmm.
I
so
get
if you came
that.
home with this, it wouldn't be a divorce.
Well, I think that's a bit of a girly car to me.
Do you?
Grace Kelly.
Yes.
Scarf,
I would be,
blowing in the wind.
I'd be having my Grace Kelly moment in that. That's
Well, this
beautiful.
This had a lovely ownership as well. This was James Coburn's car.
Was
really?
it?
Yeah.
There were only ever 37 of these cars ever built, so it seems that rarity adds value, but you won't believe how much.
All set?
All set. $20 million.
That is incredible. Look after her, Joe. But more importantly, look after my husband.
Of course I will. Thank
Go
you.
on then, boys. Sunglasses on. Let's do it in style.
See you, babe.
Take a photo. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
And you know, for an old girl, she still picks up her nose.
Oh, yeah. But enough about Ruth. When you buy this, $20 million, is that the end of your expenditure? What does it cost to keep it on the road? Is it relatively little, or is it again a major ongoing expense?
This car had a massive restoration from ground up. It had £250,000 spent on it.
How much?
£250,000.
But then what makes it $20 million?
Rarity, supply and demand. Probably the prettiest convertible car ever built.
Yeah.
And reality is, if you're a billionaire and you want the most beautiful classic car in the world, and it's $20 million, then you pay it.
Thank you for giving me the satisfaction of riding this. This is obviously the most expensive vehicle I have ever been in, or indeed I'm ever likely to be in. Whether if I had the $20 million, it's lovely, but I wouldn't pay it.
Really?
Honestly.
It's a snip.
Actually, Joe's not wrong. Classic cars are a serious investment. They've gone up by 456% in the last 10 years. So the people who can afford them, like Emin, are only getting richer. But to go out and actually enjoy driving something so unfeasibly expensive, I don't know. It's something I just can't get my head around.
Do you ever have to lie to wives and they go, how much has my husband just spent on that car?
I've got a client who made me used to take the zero off. No, really.
Well, that's not surprising.
Don't worry yourself, Ruth. You'd have to take at least 3 zeros off that price before I'd feel my wallet twitching. But he has got something more in our price range.
Just imagine it sounds like a Ferrari.
Imagine it is.
Bye, Joe.
Bye, Joe. Thank
Bye. That is a man happy in his work. It's an amazing insight into how people spend money, what makes them tick, what they regard as value for money. It's incredible.
After the break, how foreign billionaires avoid driving straight into trouble.
There we go. I surrender, comrade.
Yet there's still time to sample how the other half live with a 3-night trip for 2 to 5-star Clifton House, a spa treatment and private hire of the Belmont for 2 hours with an afternoon tea picnic. Just text LUXURY to 65515 or call 0904 1612 555 or post your name and phone number to Luxury, PO Box 7557, Derby, DE1 0NP. For rules, go to channel5.com/win.
Monday on Channel 5. Happiness is having your loved ones around you.
It's everybody's individual choice.
But with so many mouths to feed, how are Britain's big families coping?
I'm better off on the door than minimum wage.
On benefits, 26 kids and claiming. Monday at 9 on Channel 5.
All hail now.
All rise. I ground through solemnly swear to take this thing to the next level. All in favor, say nah.
Need a hand with Halloween? At Aldi, it won't be tricky treating your little monsters. We know what witches like, what werewolves bite into, and what ghouls go for. Really, it needn't be a nightmare.
Oh, how did the casting go? Well, it was a complete waste of time. I think they were looking for someone a little bit more glamorous. What, to play a gnome? The girl he cast was absolutely gorgeous. But she was all like, look at me, I'm so beautiful.
Yeah. And then he was like,
Stop it. No, keep going.
Introducing the Fisher-Price Smart Stages chair. Learning levels change as baby discovers. Level 1, numbers and colours. Level 2, interactive play. Level 3, imagination. The Smart Stages chair, also available in pink. Fisher-Price. Just can't wait for toys. At Argos, the up to half price halftime event just got even better, with hundreds of new offers added which must end Tuesday. And get up to half price on all VTech. With our new price promise, if they want to play today, you won't find toys cheaper anywhere else. Plus, save up to half price on bikes and scooters, like this Zinc Backbone BMX, now $89.99.
Go play, go Argos!
Hey, you! You who see your phone as your lifeline. You don't follow the crowd. You do things your own way. Why on earth do you need to sign a 2-year contract? Now you have a chance to feel free.
Take back control. So look up.
I'm not tied to anything.
GiftGaff makes you feel free.
All you have to do is open your mind. And come join us. GiftGaff, the mobile network run by you.
Dow Egberts. It's no ordinary jar. No ordinary jar. No ordinary coffee. Dow Egberts since 1753.
Go on, treat yourself. Try a delicious twist on instant coffee. Savour smooth caramel, one of 4 sumptuous flavours, and only 2 calories a cup.
Thick, creamy, with a luscious layer of fruit. Oikos, seriously luxurious.
Things just got so much better with the Health Lottery. You're 21 times more likely to win the Health Lottery jackpot than lottos. And it's half the price at just £1. So far, over £100 million has been won in prizes. And now you can play 5 days a week. Buy your £1 Health Lottery ticket today. The Health Lottery, it's never been so good.
Experience the magic of Once Upon a Time every time you play. The Disney Princess Musical Dancing Palace by Little People. Enter the enchanted castle and join Belle and Cinderella. Meet the prince, then twirl the night away. The Disney Princess Musical Dancing Palace. Learn more about the world through Little People, only from Fisher-Price.
My face when I noticed the 40% off label.
Tonight on Channel 5.
Can't thank the donor and the family enough.
I'm praying to get on that list.
It's just too discovery.
If I was to die tomorrow, I would give my heart.
Gift of Life continues tonight at 10 on Channel 5. Watch the previous episode now on Demand 5.
We're living the life of the international super rich in London.
One thing I learned from my rather surreal trip to Moscow's Millionaires Row is that being uber rich can make you a target for kidnappers and carjackers. So what lengths will vulnerable tycoons and billionaires go to protect themselves and their families?
Would it not be easier to carry a gun?
Mick Kroom spent 15 years in the Met, driving some of the world's most important dignitaries. He now trains people like our billionaire friend Emin, who are targets for kidnappers, to drive their way out of trouble.
One of those, there we go. I surrender. I surrender, comrade. That wasn't funny. That wasn't funny. I'd rather have been captured. Not only can you hire a driver to protect you and get you out of difficult situations, correct, you can learn to do this yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and celebs and a lot of people want to do this.
They do, yeah. Because it's not just them, it's their families as well.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife only worries when I am behind a wheel, not when anything's going to happen. But
You're quite a slow driver, I think.
Oh, that will all change today, darling.
Yeah, see, that's my worry, that he might show off today, because I'm always accusing him, say you drive like an old man.
Well, we'll find out today, won't we?
We will.
Mick's going to teach us the skills to outmaneuver the bad guys. First up, the J-turn, the quickest way to turn a car 180 degrees.
That's right, get to 20, come off. Just go 1, 2, and throw it out the window and let it go. You want it to be gone. Off! Throw it! Beat it! That's good, beat it! Beat it back, you won't fall out. Really good.
Oh.
Hello, hang on.
Look, where are you going now?
Just right out of here, I was escaping.
Oh, sorry.
Right. Now, time to put what we've learnt into practice.
With Mick pretending to be our criminal attacker, have Ruth and I got what it takes to avoid what feels like very real danger?
Just ignore him.
See, I'm trying to respect his vehicle.
No, don't respect his, just get away from him. The trick is to ignore the perpetrator, stay calm, and focus on your driving. You're going to have to do that funny turn real quick first. Right, remember, reverse when it's 20, off the gas, spin, right, in strike. Right, in
good teamwork,
yeah,
Ruthie, good teamwork.
You like that? That's to find him funny. Oh my God, where is he? Oh no, he's coming back. Don't annoy him.
He's very annoying,
so
very
bad.
annoying.
He's coming, go back, reverse. Oh, you just killed someone. Go forward. You've seen him off, right, get back, we've won. Here we go. Stop. He's coming, quick, he's coming.
He's coming.
I hate you.
You're not speaking to me then? Well done.
You want some? Yeah.
No, I'll stay over here.
Come on.
Yeah,
Road rage. If you are a billionaire and you've got all that money, have you got the enjoyment? Have you got the safety that goes with it? And that's why people hire people like him.
Well, I would hate to think that I would have to lead a life where I was surrounded by security, thinking someone was going to jump out and kidnap me or mug me. If you're well known or very, very wealthy, then all the time you must be thinking someone wants to take that from me.
Back in central London, our billionaire pop star tycoon Emin is back in town again, getting ready for a gig. He's hired Bush Hall, a venue that's often used by record companies to springboard new acts. Emin's hoping his performance tonight will win over a British audience. But the vast majority of people who've turned up are Russian.
There are people that say, oh, you know, he's a rich kid from a rich family, he's just kind of playing at being a pop star.
Some people from rich families, you know, they actually going a wrong way sometimes. I mean, doing a right way. He's supporting his family, he's supporting his business, and at the time he's singing. He actually have a talent and voice. That's why I like him so much.
There are 100,000 Russian expats living in London, and an awful lot of them are Emin fans.
With a chance to get close to one of Russia's most eligible billionaire bachelors, maybe they're not just here for the music.
There he is, there he is, the very man, the very man. Excellent, excellent.
He actually...
Well done. I don't mind if you're disgusting.
I'm disgusting, like beyond disgusting.
Ah, well done.
Yeah, really good. Good reaction.
Yeah.
Good crowd. The Russian girls are very glamorous, aren't they?
They are.
Very glamorous.
We like them.
So what does that feel like when you're up there and you see all those people that come to see you?
You know, the fact that it's in London, it's additionally exciting because this is, you know, that doesn't happen often too. And you saw some British people showed up. You can't buy them.
You can't buy that. They
love it. Can't buy it for you.
Even Emin danced.
We have all the moves.
I saw.
He was dancing, and a bit of dad dancing. Emin is typical of the new super rich in London. For them, anything seems possible. But what marks him out is his ambition to be a global pop star.
So London for Emin is more than a place to shop and have fun. It's where he comes to chase a dream.
If effort has anything to do with it, he will get there.
You know, getting into the world of the foreign super rich in London has been an absolute revelation to me. Do you know what it reminds me of? The Harry Potter films, you know, when you have the wizard world and the muggle world.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's like, the kind of foreign super rich and us.
It's like there's a secret world that they move around in, different from ours, and you've no idea that it's there.
So now you've spent time immersed in a billionaire's world, not just millionaires. Would you want that life?
Yeah.
Next time, we find out how much money it takes.
I mean, give me a ballpark figure. What is it going to cost me?
Let's look at 900,000 per annum.
To make you super posh.
Cheers, darling. Cheers. Here is to Henley.
Oh, that'd do, wouldn't it? See more of their brilliant adventures when Eamon and Ruth return Tuesday at 9 on Channel 5. Next tonight, high tech pays the high price in CSI Cyber.